Well, hello everyone. Professor Profit coming to you from Craps University with match 7 in our first round of the YouTube Craps Systems Tournament, March Madness, where we have 16 systems and one winner. So today we're going to be looking at Waylon's Way up and down the ladder system versus Small Time Gambler's step down system. And of course, I'm the small time gambler. Step down system versus the up and down ladder by Waylon's Way Craps. Waylon has got a number of good systems, several of which are represented in this tournament. And his Alabama Hammer and Doc Holliday systems have already moved on to the Elite 8 in this tournament. So very good craps strategist, and this ought to be an interesting matchup. Both of these systems are similar. So we'll roll the dice and see how they work out. Both systems will be starting with a $1,000 bankroll. We'll roll 30 times on a $25 table, and we will start with just minimum bets unless the systems call for more than a minimum bet, and then that's what we will do. So Waylon's Way and his up and down the ladder system against Small Time Gambler and the step down system. So let's take a quick look at the brackets and see where we are so far in the tournament, and then we'll go to the felt. So let's take a look at those brackets. All right, let's take a quick look at the brackets here of the YouTube Craps Strategy Tournament. We had 16 of some of the most solid systems that I could find on YouTube starting out here, and we have already had 6 of these systems move through the first round and into the Elite 8. We have Rona system, baseball system, the Power Press Iron Cross by Wager Me This. Waylon has the Alabama Hammer in the Elite 8. Wager Me This also has my go-to strategy. And then Waylon's Way has the Doc Holliday system. So pretty strong systems presented by Waylon. So today we'll be looking at the bottom left bracket down here, and that again is Waylon's Way, is up and down the ladder system, and I'll be going up against the step down system presented by the small time gambler. So let's go ahead and get down to the felt and get this party started and see who the 7th system is that will make it to our Elite 8. So let's head down to the felt now, and we'll go over the systems and how they are played and how they work. Okay, here we are down at the felt, getting ready to start match 7, another first round matchup in our tournament, March Madness tournament. This is the up and down system by Waylon's Way Craps versus the step down system by the Small Time Gambler. And so let's take a quick look at both the systems and see how they work, and then we'll get started. Okay, the up and down ladder by Waylon's Way, he starts with 4 units across. This is a $25 table. So 4 units across. And we'll use the green ones here for the 4 and the 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's 4. And then of course we'll need to cap the 6 and the 8, so that'll be 120 there. So just a huge first roll here for Waylon's Way. Now, if one of these hits, then you reduce 1 unit. So we go down to 3 units on everything. 75, 75, and this would go down to 90. And if you hit again, then you reduce once again. And you just continue to do this till you get down to 1 unit. And then once you get down to 1 unit and you start hitting, then you go back up the ladder until you get to 4 units. And it's just an up and down ladder is how that works. And that is basically the up and down ladder system by Waylon. And if you have a loss, say we had a loss at 2 levels, we would just stay at 2 levels until we won, and then we drop down 1 level. So that is Waylon's system, the up and down ladder system. And now Small Time Gambler's step down system. We'll take a look at that and get these chips up. All right, now the step-down system starts with 2 units on all the box numbers, so this is also an aggressive system. If you get a come out 7, it's gonna hurt both systems. So we'll hope that won't happen. And top those. All right, now the way the step-down system hits, if you hit a box number or a winner, then you take down the 2 outside numbers and get those out of the way. And then you hit the second one, you take the next 2 outside numbers down, and that way that protects your profit with just 2 hits. Now say we had these 2 and we hit a horn number, say a yo, then we go ahead on horn numbers and we take the 2 down also, trying to get our chips out of harm's way as quickly as possible. Now if we hit the 6 or the 8, the only 2 numbers left, that's when the step down system comes in. We come back up with one unit on all the numbers, and then we just rinse and repeat. Now if we win at 1 unit, then we go back up to 2. Now if we're at 2 units and we don't have any hits and we just 7 out and lose, well then we'll go up to 3 units. So it's similar to Waylon's step ladder system, in that it does have a ladder component to it. So similar systems, and it'll be interesting to see how this works out. Okay, now we're going to have 30 rolls. We'll do 10 rolls and we'll pay off each of the systems. Then we'll do 10 more and pay off, and then the final 10. And then whomever has the most money at the end of it will be declared the winner and move on to the Elite 8. So $1,000 bankroll to start, 100 in red, 500 in the green, and then 4 black. This will be the up and down ladder system by Waylon's Way, and this will be the step down system by the small time gambler. So let's go ahead and roll 10 rolls, and then we'll start to pay these off and see how this works out. Okay, here's our first roll. All right, that's midnight. Okay, there's a center field 9. Easy 4. Another midnight. Easy 6. Easy 6. Repeater there. Easy 8. Hard 4. Hard 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the final roll of our first round. Center field 9. All right. So let's start off with Waylon's system. And that's 4 units. We'll put those on the inside. I'm going to go ahead and get some black ones here. So 2 more there. And we'll complete that. Cap the 6 and the 8. All right. And first roll was a midnight, so nothing there. Then we had a 9, so that's a hit. 9 is going to be our number. And 100 plays 140. So we'll do 150 for 10. Put that in the rack. And then that's a win, so we reduce everything 1 unit. So that brings us down to 3 units on everything. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. That's 2. So let's get some green ones back here. Three, 1, 2, 3. It goes in the rack. And then we need 3 on there, 3 on there. All right. The next roll is a 4. So that pays 150. And we'll rack that up, pay the big. and let's see what that's a winner, so we reduce down another unit. So that's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. All right. So I hope Waylon tips his dealer liberally because you work them hard here. All right, next roll is midnight. Then we have another 6, so that's $70 payout. And we'll do 75 for 5. And once again, we reduce another unit. And we rack that up. Okay. Then another 6, so that's $35 payout. And we start back up the ladder now. So let's take these, so add. One unit all the way across the board. And cap those two. Then the next one is an 8, so that's a $70 winner. So we'll do 75 for 5 once again. We'll use this because we're going to go up another unit now. We've gone down the ladder, now we're going back up. So up to 3 units on everything. Okay, next roll is a hard 4. And it's a $150 payout. And we'll buy that 4. So pay the big on that. Go up one more unit, and that'll get us to 4 units on everything now. All right, and the next roll is a hard 8, so 120. We'll pay 140. So there's 125. 140. We'll rack that. And then we go back down 1 unit. Thing about these aggressive systems, if you get a hot shooter like we have here, you can make a lot of money quickly. That's a good thing. The other side is if you don't, then you can you can get wiped out pretty quickly also. All right, the final roll is a center field 9. So that pays, I believe that's 105. So we'll pay that off in a black one and a red one. Rack that up. Reduce 1 unit. And I'm just going to take all this down. I'm going to leave 2 here so I'll know that Waylon was at the 2 unit level when we start the next round. It's just a reminder for me. So don't pay any attention to that. Okay, and then the last number was we hit our number, so that would come down. Now let's look at the step-down system. That's 2 units. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we'll cap the 6 and the 8. All right. First roll is midnight, so that's a horn number. So in this system, the 2 outside numbers come down. Next roll is a 9, so that's a $70 hit. do 75 for 5. And the two outside numbers come down. Next number is a 4. There's nothing on the 4. Then we have 12. And since we're down to two numbers, even though it's a horn number, we're going to leave those up. It's part of the system. The reason why is we have $120 out there. If we go down to 1 unit and repopulate the board, we haven't saved any money. We're more at risk then. So we'll stick with this. We throw a 6, so that's another $70 payout. Do 75 for 5 once again. And that completes level 1. So now we step down to 1 unit on all the numbers. And the first roll is another 6, so that's a $35 payout. And we take down the outside numbers, and the reason it's the outside numbers is those are the ones that are least likely to hit. So this will keep us in the game, take away a little bit of the risk. Next roll is an 8, so that's another $35 payout. We'll rack that. Two outside numbers come down. And we have a 4. And we have an 8, which is another $35 payout. So that will complete that level. So now we go back up to 2 units. We just start over where we were when we began. And the final number is a 9, so that's a $70 hit. And that is the end of round 1. A good round for both systems, as we had no 7 outs, so everybody did well. So we hit that 9, so the two outside numbers are going to come down. So I'm going to leave these up here so I'll remember where we were. Let's move them to the back. They won't have anything to do right now. So we're going to roll the next 10. So let's get those going. And let's move that over there and that over there so we have some place to throw these things. All right, first roll. That's yo 11. Easy 6. No field 5. No field 5. And there's our first 7 out. So on the 15th throw. There's another 7 out. So now we're coming back to the median here. Hard 4. Another 7 out. Wow, this is going to be a rough. This is going to be rough for both systems. Easy 6, and the final throw of round 2 is another 7 out. Good, goobity goo. Okay, so we had 2 units up for Waylon's Way when we start this round. That's 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. And I believe we were going down the ladder if I remember correctly. So the first one was a yo 11, so that's nothing. Then we hit the 6, so that's a $70 payout. Do 75 for 5. Okay, and then we go down 1. Down to 1 unit. Okay. The next roll is a 5, so that's a $35 hit. Pay that off. Now we go back up to 2 units. Okay. Hit another 5, so that's a $70 payout. We'll do 75 for 5. go up another unit. Okay, then we 7 out. First 7 out. So this all goes away. So we stay at 3 units on a loss. Okay. And next roll is a 7. So that goes away again. Everything's always working. With 30 rolls, we're not wasting them. So we're going to stick at 3 units. 1, 2, 3. And let's get some change. 300. Three units. 3, 3, 3, and we're still a little short. So let's get another 100. 3. Okay, then we got 1, 2, 3. 3, 1, 2, 3. All right, there we go. Next roll is a 4, hard 4. That's going to be our number. That's a $150 payout. And pay the vig on that. And now we go up to 4 units. Change that in. 4. These 2. This goes back in the rack. And then the next roll is a 7 out. So wow. All this goes away. And as you can tell, a lot of variance in this system. First round was great. Second round as rough as it would be with any system where you get this many 7s. All right, so we're still at 4 units, so let's get some more green ones here. 1, 2, and 3. I think we were at 3 units, weren't we? Another 100. And get some more change. Three there. And 3 there. All right, next number is a 6. So that'll be our number. And at 90, so that'll pay 105. There's 100, there's 5. So we reduce down now to 2 units. Okay, and then the final roll is a 7 out. All right, so that's a pretty rough round for Waylon, and I imagine it's going to be a pretty rough round for the step-down system also. That many 7s, it's hard to make any money, but we'll see how it works out. Okay, so we were at 2 units and had 4 numbers. And coming out, the first roll is a yo. That's a horn number, so the 2 outside numbers come down. And we had a 6. So that's a $70 payout. We'll do 75 for 5. And that completes that level. So we go to our step down system and we step down to 1 unit. Excuse me, on everything. Get that out. And then we've got a 5, so that's a $35 payout. 2 outside numbers come down. And we have another 5. Let's see, what's our number? 6. Another 5, so that's another $35 payout. Two outside numbers come down. And then we have the 7 out. So that goes away. So that comes down. So we come back up 2 units. Top those off, and the first roll is another 7, so that's the worst thing that can happen is a fully populated board and you 7 out in this system, and we just had that happen. So 7s start coming. It's rough. There's not much you can do about it. So we didn't have any hits, so we're going to step up to 3 units on each number. Try to chase that loss a little bit. Top these off. All right. Next number is hard 4. That'll be our number. That's 150. And pay the big. Okay, 2 outside numbers come down, and then we hit another 7. Oops, those don't go in there, those go away. Okay, so we had 1 hit, so we will remain at the 3 level, our 3 unit level. As we repopulate the board here. And let's cash in some black ones. 7 out. So, okay, here we go again. Come out rolls a 6. That's 90. Play 105. So we'll rack that. 2 outside numbers come down. And then we hit that 7 again. So all this goes away. Okay, and that's the end of round 2. And that was kind of brutal there. So the final round, let's see how much Waylon has left so we can see how much we want to bet. 100, 200, so that's 300, 325, 335. So let's go 50, go 2 units. And those will be the bets. All right. We just 7'd out, so buttons off. And I'm going to put 3 here so I can remember that we were at 3 units when we last left the step-down system. Okay, here we go. Last round. Here's the easy 6. No field 5. Another 7 out. AC Doocy. Another 5. Easy 8. 8 came easy. Hard 6. Easy 6. Oops. Easy 6. Center field 9. And the final roll of this match, match number 7, is the hard 6. All right, so that's a little better round there. Let's see how it works out. So the come out was a 6. That'll pay $70. We'll do 75 for 5. And then everything comes down 1 unit. So we will get those picked up. And then we got a 5. So that's a $35 payout. Okay. And now we go up 1 unit. Okay. And next number is the dastardly 7. So this goes away. And we'll stay at, well, we'll see what we can bet. I was going to say we'll stay at 2 units, but I don't know if we have enough to bet 2 units. So now we just have enough to bet 1 unit, so we'll go with that on the inside numbers. So the next roll is a 3. And we have the 5, so that's a $35 payout. And we'll just spread this out as best we can. 25 there, 20 there. And we hit an 8, that's a $35 payout. So we'll up that to 25. Hard 6, another $35 payout. We got an easy 6, it's another $35. And we should have enough to increase most of these bets now. So let's go on the inside numbers, the most likely ones to hit. And we go, let's go 20 on the 9. And 20 on the 5 there. Okay, then the next one is a 9. So that's $45 payout. So 30 would be $42. So let's do 42 there. And that leaves 15, which would be 21. So let's rack that up. Put that back out there. Let's bring that up to 50. Bring that up to 50. And let's bring these two up to 50. And then the final number is the hard 6. And that's a $70 payout. We do 75 for 5. And that's the end of it for the up and down the ladder system by Waylon's Way craps. So we'll put that in the rack. And then we'll do the same thing with the step down system. We were at 3 units last level, so let's come up with 3 across. 3. And get a couple hundred in green here. Goes away, and we need to top these off. Okay, come out as a 6, so that pays 105. Two outside numbers come down. The next one is a 5, pays 105. Two outside numbers come down. And we have the 7 out. So these go away. So we will stay at 3 units, since that was about a break even. Shooter. More change here. All right. So 7 out. AC-doocy, so that's a horn number. The 2 outside numbers come down. And we forgot to cap these, so let's do that. All right, then we got a 5, so that pays 105. And then the 2 outside numbers come down. And we get an 8. And that's also 105. And that'll complete that level. So we step down to 2 units on everything. All right. Next roll is a hard 6, so that'll pay 70. We'll do 75 for 5. Outside numbers come down. another 6. That's another $70 winner. So we'll do the 75 for 5 once again. 2 outside numbers come down. Next number is a 9, which doesn't do anything, and then the final number is a 6, which is another $70 payout. 75 for 5. And so that's going to do it for match number 7. So let's add it up and see how we ended up here. All right. Waylon's Way, his up and down the ladder system. All right. Let me get a green one there for these. Get some black ones for these. All right. So that's 375, 390, 394 for Waylon's Way. So after a great start, the second round was just brutal for both systems. And then because the up and down the ladder is a little more volatile than the step-down system, I think the third round is what made the difference. So let's look at the step-down system. That's 500 there, and we've got 400 in black. And we'll do another 100 here, so that's the buy-in. 500 and 500 right there. So this is all profit. And let's see how we ended up. Get a green one. All right. So $117 profit for the step-down system. And so small-time gambler moves on to the Elite 8, and Waylon's Way craps. In this instance, with the up and down ladder, got hurt pretty bad in that one round, second round. And so that particular system will be eliminated in this tournament. But Waylon still has a couple in the Elite 8 already, so I'm sure he'll be fine. We do thank you for joining us, and we will be back with the final match of the first round of our March Madness tournament. And we hope you'll be here to join us. Thank you for joining us for this one, and we will talk to you again soon. This is Professor Profit with Craps University, and if you're out there rolling those bones this week, we wish you nothing but the best of luck, and may all your rolls be winners. Talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.